Hello and welcome to this little tutorial on how to navigate in our learning management system here at KVCC when you are taking courses within the Department of Social Sciences. This would be all of your psychology and sociology classes, and maybe in the future anthropology and criminal justice, maybe just little, we'll see. But either way, if you're taking a psychology class or a sociology class, I'm embedding this video in the class to give you sort of a tutorial as to the lay of the land. All of the courses within this department are all designed on the same template. So we can have one tutorial showing you where everything is, where to find things. There might be nuances that are different to your class, different to each instructor, but in general, they all look the same. I'm not only going to show you what this looks like in your browser, but I've also have screenshots of my phone, and I'm going to show how to navigate inside of the phone interface using the Pulse app, which is the app that we have to access our Brightspace instance here at KVCC. So let's take a look at my laptop. And what you see here on the left is the screen. It's an active screen, and I'm examining my Social 101 class that I taught in the fall of 2020. This class is done. It's finished. We've done all the work and it's closed out. But it has all the elements of what a class will look like in the following semesters. On the right of that screen, you'll see my phone. This is a live stream from my phone. So as I'm making my way or different parts of this presentation, I will switch to the phone and show you how to access those things. So right off the bat, I'm going to pick up my phone, and you'll see in that little window there's an app called Pulse. Now if I select that app, it brings up each one of the courses that I have pinned to the front of my Brightspace. So when I log into Brightspace, these are the courses that I see, and you'll see Social 101 OLD is there. So I can do one of two things at this point. If you notice, I'm using my cursor here, you notice there's some things right here. This is the pinning button that puts it right on the front of your page if you have a whole bunch of these courses sitting in Brightspace for you. This button that has the three little dots will allow you to change, it'll change the interface from the app interface into something that looks just like the website. It's a little harder to navigate because everything gets squeezed in, but I'll show you how this works. Right now, if I press the little button that has the three dots in it, it's going to give me options down at the bottom, and one says Launch Course Homepage. And look at that. Both sides of the screen look exactly alike, and if I scroll, I start to see all the information just like I see it here. Exactly the same. Now to navigate in here, you go up to this place right here, and you can see all the different aspects of the course there that are the same as what are in the course on the web. So right now, we're just going to stick with this interface right here. If I click directly on the Social 101 OLD, it gives me a unique interface specifically for use with a mobile device. A little bit easier to get around. So let's focus our attention here on the interface on the left-hand side. This is your web browser. And for all of these courses, you're going to see a banner at the top that's going to say what the course is. It's going to say the section number, and it's going to give you the instructor name. Right on that main page, there's also announcements. And aside from that, that's pretty much all there is on the main page that you're getting into. What you want to focus on when you're here is you scroll to the top, and you right where it says content, that's where all the action is. That's what's going to bring up Looks a lot like the page on the screen on the right-hand side here. So I press content, and it brings me, look at that, course documents sort of right here, kind of these things. But this has some additional things. There's an overview and syllabus. You click on that, and this is where you found that video. Right now it's just a placeholder. But there's a welcome to class, some basic course information, textbook and coursebook information, which is actually in course documents, support and resources at KVCC, and stuff about your instructor. And finally, at the bottom, we have a printable copy of the course syllabus. Scroll back to the top. There's nothing in bookmarks, and in course schedule, that will only appear when I start having due dates. Will automatically go in there, but the due dates for everything are actually found elsewhere in the course as well, so you can plan your studying and your work accordingly. As we move down this area right here, the table of contents will display all of these items down here together. So if I clicked on that, it's going to show you the whole course. I could just scroll down everything, all the different things that are in the course, and just go through those really rapidly. It just puts everything on one page. Puts all of these here. So let's look at each one of these individually. We have course documents, and under course documents, you're going to find these links: course expectations, course policies, face-to-face classroom behavior, online classroom behavior, advice for success in college, and then finally, textbook and coursebook information that I referred to a minute ago. You click on that. And for this particular class, there's a digital textbook, and you click there to get that textbook. And then you scroll down, and you have the thing that I call my course book. For each one of the classes, most of them have a course book, and this course book is a digital version of all the lesson plans. And so you need to download both of these. You need to read and study both of them. You read the textbook. In this case, in the sociology class, you read the textbook, and then everything I want you to know, my lectures and all that stuff, are all in the course book itself. Kind of tells you right here. There's alignment of the learning outcomes, course content, lesson plan, descriptions of all the discussions, quizzes, and assignments, and description of all the special assignments. This is where you get your to-do list. It's everything that I want you to do in this class, everything your instructor wants you to do in this class. So we go back to course documents, and then we want to click on course timeline. Now this is where you get all your due dates. Now for the entire course, it's been laid out. Again, this is the fall of 2020, so the dates are of that. So we have everything that's in week 1, week 2, week 3, all the way down for the whole course. And the stuff in red is the stuff that you got to get done. So in the first week, you go over chapter 1 and chapter 2 in both the course book and the textbook, and you participate in the chapter 1 discussion, the chapter 1 assignment, and the chapter 2 discussion, and those things are described in the course book. So you have to read the course book, read the content for those chapters, get to the end, look at the instructions on that, and then go back into Brightspace in the appropriate chapter, click on that, and that's where you find the ways to participate. So we're looking at chapter 1 right now. Chapter 1 discussion, chapter 1 assignment. You get that information from the course book, and then over here on the left, you click on chapter 1. And chapter 1 just gives you the name. This content right here is the same for each chapter right there. That's just instructions to read the course book. And then chapter 1 in discussion, chapter 1 assignment, this is where you click to participate in those things. Now over here on the phone, if I click on chapter 1, lo and behold, it shows me the discussion and the chapter assignment. So if I wanted to participate, I'm not going to click the discussion because I think there's live discussions in there, but you click on that discussion piece right here, and it would bring you to the discussions just like this link would bring you to the discussions. We'll get back out of that. And lastly, we have the special assignments. These are contained in one of the early chapters in the kind of like the first chapter in each one of the course books, and they're kind of semester-long assignments that are sort of more broad than the specific content within each one of the chapters. So you click on special assignments, and in this course there are 3 of them. There's sources of information, and then there's a choice between doing a research paper and doing a service learning. And if you click on sources of information, it gives you, I did a video actually on that one, and here's the sources of information link to post that to post your document. The research paper, these parts right here, they're all described in detail in the course book, and the same for the service learning assignment. You can see this was due November 30, so it's saying it's overdue now from last semester. And that is all there is. So let's go back to the home page here, and you can see here in the iPhone version here, we have course documents. It's listing all of those documents. I go to the textbook. I can download the textbooks right to my phone. I go back. I go to the course timeline. It is not showing that. That's interesting. We'll have to do some tech support on that. Special assignments goes into each one of them, and it just gives you the assignment Dropbox. And then for each chapter, let's pick a random chapter, chapter 5. Loading has a discussion and an assignment in chapter 5. So that's how you navigate your way into using that app. So I hope this has been helpful for you to kind of see the way the course is laid out. Of course, if there's any questions, contact your instructor, and or at the same time contact me. I put all these things together. So I'm Mark Kavanagh, and I'm the chair of social sciences, and my email is mkavanagh, KAVANAUGH @kvcc.me.edu, and feel free to contact me about any aspect of your experience in my department. So I hope this has been helpful. Hope you have a great semester, and I'll be seeing you around.